All right, today, welcome to Let's Talk About It with Sid. Today is an interesting day. I feel like there's a lot going on with the world, social media, and everything. But I want to talk about an interesting topic. So, obviously, the Met Gala came out, and there's a lot of just basic influencers, or not basic influencers. I'm not gonna disrespect them like that and call them basic, but there's a lot of white Gen Z influencers on there. There's Emma Chamberlain, there's Charlie D'Amelio.
What's up? I am right now. Do you want to? All right.
There's Emma Chamberlain, there's Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, and there's a few others that I'm forgetting. But everybody kind of recognizes the Met Gala as this upscale, event that the cream of the crop as far as celebrities are invited to. So it's interesting that the Addison Rays and the Charlie D'Amelios and even the Emma Chamberlains get invited to the gala. But what I will say is that out of like the TikTokers and then you have like the Emma Chamberlains, I feel like there is a distinct difference in how influential they are, not just by the follower count, but like I feel like it's hard to put a follower number on how influential you are. I think that we've seen, especially with Emma Chamberlain, because I'm actually subscribed to her YouTube. She's like one of the only it's like one of the only kind of like mainstream influencers that I can really stand because she has a very unique sort of delivery when it comes to like her social media brand, which doesn't really like turn me off. And I think the reason why it doesn't turn me off is because she's not really using anything else or using anyone else's intellectual property per se. And I also, on top of that, so when I say intellectual property, like Charlie D'Amelio got famous, like she blew up because of a dance, right? And it was a dance that she did not create. It's a dance that she saw on TikTok, copied it, and then kept on doing it over and over again and got famous because of it. Addison Rae, the same thing kind of applies where, we saw her go viral this year for doing a dance on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, either or, that black creators made. So it's like one person is getting like the Emma Chamberlains, right? Or the Emma Chamberlain, she's getting to this point of extreme influence by simply being relatable and creating, like a parasocial relationship with her fans essentially. And we can talk about the nature of parasocial relationships and be like, oh, parasocial relationships are terrible, blah, blah, blah. And that would be fair. But she did it like organically. She did it because she's just simply likable and people really just relate to everything that she's doing. But then, you compare that to doing a dance that's replicating a dance that someone else has done, someone else has created, getting more fame than the creators of the dance because you're white, because you fit the mold of the algorithm of that app and getting opportunities that black creators will never get to see. And I think what's interesting is like for this podcast, right, the Safe Space podcast, at this particular point, I mean, it's not really a real business because I have like 2 subscribers, but I own this. This is my intellectual property. No one can use the Safe Space podcast to blow up and make money am because this is the channel that I've created. You know what I'm saying? This is my intellectual property. If say the Safe Space, if this podcast blew up and we sold the IP, which is intellectual property, if we sold it to say like Barstool, right? Now it's Barstools. I wonder if we're gonna have to do this with like dances because and we it's interesting because like creators are always fighting to get credit, right? Like credit me, add me, if this is my dance. But there isn't really a way to, at a certain point, there isn't really a way to track whose dance it is. And I think TikTok is intentionally making it difficult because TikTok has a specific creator that or a specific prototype for a creator that they're going to boost, right? Because Charlie, let's be real, her rise to fame, in my opinion, just it didn't seem to be organic. Like I was very confused about why is she famous? Not that there's anything wrong. Like I don't want this video to come off as like a I hate Charlie D'Amelio thing. My thing is I'm confused because what differentiates Charlie D'Amelio from every other person? Like why did the app put her on everyone's For You page, if that makes sense? And I think it's because she fit the prototype, right? White, her body type, the fact that she was well to do, right? And all of those things combined kind of create this frenzy, I guess. But I'm not saying that they shouldn't be invited to the Met Gala. I'm just saying that how influential or how social media has developed to the point where people who were very, very much just regular old people 2 years ago are now getting to attend the same gala that Beyonce is attending, that Kim Kardashian is attending. And I'm not against it. Like, get your bag. I'm here for it, but I'm just not like I'm like, but you got it because somebody else created something that you replicated, essentially. And like I said before, I follow Emma Chamberlain, and it's interesting because her kind of rise to fame, I guess you could say, it feels more organic. It feels more like this is somebody who created her own platform, and just through being herself and by showing herself to us and opening up her life to the world, we kind of, I think everybody sees a little bit of themselves in her. And that's why people, love her videos. And then she's super marketable. Like the brand deals that Emma Chamberlain has are superior brand deals. Like these are real, like Louis Vuitton, and she's always at Fashion Week for Louis Vuitton, Target. Like these are huge brands that are pairing up with someone who is she doesn't have the most subscribers on YouTube. She has way less followers on Instagram, and yet somehow she's deemed more influential than even a Charlie D'Amelio or even a Addison Rae. So I thought, I just felt like I had some input on them, getting to go to the Met Gala. No hate to them. No, it's never any hate. I think it's just an observation. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Tune in again for more content. Like, subscribe.